think it's a good song?
You were next to me, but
Oh,
you're
thank you.
no
That's
longer
wonderful.
here.
Thank you very much. Take care. Hi guys. We're in Kirkcaldy at Victoria Hospital radio station, me and Aunt Sarah. Doing the signature song for Moving On TV, our TV station, our community TV station. We've got Mark here. Wave, Mark. Say hi. Hi. Very kindly, he's interviewing us. And so, Not All Alone, our signature song, is going to come on in a minute. And you're going to be able to see this on Moving On TV.
Yes.
How we're going around different radio stations and getting the song out there to combat depression, loneliness, and BPD, therapeutic communities. No meds. Okay, take care. Here we go.
Well, that's us back. Toya Wilcox here, of course, and I want to be free. Well, we all want to be free, don't we?
Definitely.
Right, we're just about to play your tune, so
Not All Alone.
Let you. It's all alone.
Not all alone.
Not all alone.
Better get the knot in. very important.
Very important. Yeah. Not all alone.
So.
Oh
to
yeah.
Be not all alone.
To be not all alone.
That's it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Enjoy, everyone. Thank you for listening in.
It's basically supposed to it starts off like a horror movie.
Yeah.
And you have like the howling in the background. This is the video.
Incidentally, that's one of the testimonials we've had. Should be the lead track for a thriller film.
Yeah, it's very atmospheric. That's how we did it. We did it in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Yes,
But the song will come on in a minute.
It builds up.
Oh, we can't hear it. There you go. Better.
The thoughts I have you, you're always on my mind. Circling round my brain, it happens all the time. I close my eyes and a vision will appear. I wish that you were next to me, but you're no longer here. Wish we were together, not all alone. Wish we were together, not all alone. The anger you display, I really cannot take. Want to break the barriers that you and I will make. There'll always be
I'm just watching the video here, by the way, on the phone.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing I've ever done, editing-wise.
That's good, because
I taught myself.
Thank you
I've
very
tried
much.
a bit of video editing myself, and I just
Really?
don't know. I come up with all sorts of problems with things
Yeah.
not being compatible. And,
No,
And I couldn't do it to save my life, you know, I only sing it.
And a bit of acting.
Sorry?
and some acting.
And some acting as well, yeah. It was good fun.
yeah, it was really good fun. For us, a musician
Right.
arranged it. Where's your camera again? That one? Yeah, that's some way you can do videos.
I did try it, but obviously I'm not an IT person like you, so...
Ah, there you go. That's video.
I remember, I didn't realise you still got those seesaws like that.
Yeah, we did. We were actually
It's
mildly
working.
surprised when we went to Burnt Island Park to do
Sorry.
the final filming of the song. It was stretched over two nights,
Yes.
the graveyard scene, etc. Probably part of the indoor scene was set
That's
up.
what's like with the kids.
Right.
So it signifies hope. I've come out of my depression, then I realised the self-help that's out. I have friends. There is hope
Yeah.
because
it's playful as well.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is,
You know,
yeah.
adults are allowed to have fun, not
Yeah.
just
Oh
kids.
yes, yeah.
So we wanted to
Definitely.
show that it's innocence.
One
you
of the
know?
guys I work with, he's a big kid.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go. Right, it worked. So you kind of got a little bit of us on.
Well, there you go.
there you
We're
go.
back
Thank you.
to our guest this evening, and We've just played their tune, not all alone, and did you write all the lyrics all yourself, or
I wrote the whole thing.
You wrote the whole thing.
I write the whole thing.
And who composed the music?
Standing by a bus stop about 20 years ago, when someone ditched me, probably.
In your head? In your head?
The whole thing, music, lyrics. I've written musicals. I've been writing songs since I was 7 years old.
Very good.
But this is, I think, is one of my better ones. I think the words are very, very poignant.
Yeah, we both said that.
Yeah.
That was just such a tremendous achievement.
It's about, you see, the thing is that we never realised until I got involved with mental health and you know, and all that side of things, I didn't realise that the song was actually about the mind.
The thing with words with songs, a lot of people don't actually listen to the lyrics, and you can totally surprise people by telling them what the lyrics are in a song, because they're like, oh, I really like that song, but they've never really picked up on the story that the song is telling.
So yes, the idea behind it.
If you can take us through the song, from the beginning, and tell us what it's actually.
Okay.
What the story
I'll put this down.
War, you know, people write about war and politics.
Well,
yes.
Sort of.
I grew up in the Middle East, in terrorism and wars and, you know, and stuff like that, and I work for peace.
So this is where the other part of your accent's coming from.
I'm Irish, believe it or not.
All right.
And I'm an Irish Jew. I was born in
Irish Jew in the name of the law.
Pardon?
I arrest you in the name of the law. That's what it sounds like. Irish Jew, yeah.
I was born in Ireland and I grew up in Israel. And I've made a film with 1,000 kids to bring them together. I've been in mosques and synagogue doing a song about interfaith and peace that I wrote. And I made a film about that. But I'll tell you a
story to tell. And sometimes it's not that easy to unwrap the story without knowing a little bit about it. And sometimes people, of course, don't always listen to the words. They just listen to the music, and they maybe even go, oh, I like those words and things, but they don't really link them together and pick up on what it's telling us. So if you could take us a little bit through the song.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Mark. Yeah, the idea of the song itself is the character that I play. I look dreadfully awful dressed as a goth, by the way, because I look entirely different in real life with myself acting.
Colour.
It is absolutely, yeah. So the better colour, I may add, and so playing the part of the gothic image, if you like, because I'm signifying.
From rock chick to goth.
Yes, absolutely. So I'm signifying someone who has gone over to the edge of insanity. The reason being is myself being the vocalist for the song is that I've suffered from the bereavement of the boyfriend who's actually committed suicide because he was the victim of crime. And I'm seeing in the actual video itself, seeing ghostly images of him appearing on the gravestone.
On the grave.
So it's signifying in my mind these emotional images, and I can't seem to get him out of my mind.
Yeah.
So therefore, again, taking me over to the brink of insanity.
Yeah.
I sort of kind of lose control, and there's quite a sort of interesting out of the 50 video clips we've done for the whole video of the song. I'm having a bit of road rage in my car as well, which is really quite amusing because I actually play the part of someone who's purely just tipped over the edge because I can't get over the death of this ex-boyfriend.
And it keeps turning up his face.
Yes, he keeps appearing in my imagination, so I'm getting kind of ghostly visions and what have you. So then
I think a few people could probably relate to that.
Yes,
Definitely.
Absolutely. It's grief, it's bereavement. Yes.
Grief is huge. Grief is a big thing, and it needs to be dealt with properly.
Yes, so this is the idea. It is, yes.
Yeah,
and it just signifies the whole idea of mental health, and that through sort of probably halfway through the video towards 3/4 of it is that I gradually see the light, as it were. So I'm dressing up in bright clothes, I'm meeting new friends.
Right. So this is you coming out the other side of it.
Yes, absolutely.
Colours are very
bright
important
colours
for depression.
And
Colours
it signifies
are
hope.
very important.
Yes. incidentally, you know, with
Yeah.
our band name being Sarah's Hope. So
And then we
it's
dance
got a
off.
good hook to it.
We do the
Yes.
playful thing, and then Aunt Sarah goes back to her blonde, her natural colour,
Yes.
and it shows us having fun and, you know, going back to being children again with fun. But it's fantastic. What Aunt Sarah just said is spot on.
Thank you.
But I want to look more at the symbolism of the words, because
Yes,
it
yes.
actually does show you the whole mind. We're looking at the mind and how the mind works. So if we look at the thoughts I have of you, you're always on my
On my
mind.
mind.
Circling round my brain. It happens all the time. OCD,
Yes.
OCD. It won't go away, won't go away.
Yeah.
I close my eyes and a vision will appear. So
ghost
again,
vision
he's there
on
all
the
the time.
graveside, yes.
Wish that you were next to me, but you're no longer here. Wish we were together, not all alone. The anger you display, I really cannot take. So we're talking about rage, of loss, of trying to get through, and she can't get through in any way. Want to break the barriers that you and I would make. So it's about trying to get through to people when you have a barrier between you. Well, the barrier here is death, but it's more about the mind. When the mind cannot say the person can't say what they want to say, they can't express themselves, that's a barrier. There'll always
Some people
be
have put up barriers themselves, you know,
And
yes,
psychologically.
that's right.
exactly, and but as I say, you do that, and particularly when you have a mental health issue, you isolate.
Yes.
And all the rage is stuck inside of you, and you can see this character that Aunt Sarah's playing is just, you know, I don't know what to do. I can't break these barriers. There's so much rage inside, and I don't know what to do with it. There'll always be a part of you down deep inside. You're in the corners of my heart. You're always on my mind. Wish we were together. I try to follow all the cycles of the night. Up and down the feelings go. I know it isn't right. Bipolar. Up and down, happy, sad, happy, sad.
One extreme or another.
Extremes,
Yes,
yeah. Up and down
definitely.
the feelings go. I know it isn't right. Reaching out to
And it's
touch
just
your
like somebody
love.
can be flicking a switch inside you and you can
Absolutely.
go from
Exactly.
happy
Yeah.
to sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reaching out to touch your love, but emptiness is here. Grief, wish that we were here again. You'll always be there. And then it ends with, I feel the cold, dark night go trembling through my skin. Bar the doors and windows tight so I won't let him in. So it's like, that's it, you know.
It's like keeping out the depression as well.
Keeping everything.
Yeah.
It's like it's coming to an end.
Yes.
It's coming to death. And you can see it, it's in black and white.
Right.
And then the trees have finally shed their leaves and winter is here. That's death. That's the end. And so our
Again,
love was...
winter's a depressing time. For
Yeah,
Yes,
people
but
as
it's a
well.
new beginning. So our love will slowly die, and I will shed a tear.
Yeah.
Wish we were together, not all alone. She walks away from the grave, and she starts her life again.
Right.
So it's
she's sort
it
of
starts again.
Coming to terms with what's happened in her
Yes.
life. Yes.
So
Yes.
you see, the thing is, this complex needs disorder that we call BPD, it's got every single symptom of every single mental illness in it. So this is a song that represents that. You've got a little bit of agoraphobia, a little bit of depression, a little bit of OCD, a little bit of everything. Every single condition. They're not full blown, and that's why it's manageable when you learn how to manage it. It's a bit like Woolworths, where you go and pick a few sweets here, chocolates there. That's what it is. It's a complex needs. So the song Not All Alone is showing you every single mental health issue.
Yes.
And it's showing you in the video how you can manage it.
And what sort of, do you know what sort of percentage of the population suffer with mental health, maybe throughout their lives or at particular points?
Well, do you want me to be honest with you?
Statistics there for us.
I think every single person is walking around with a personality disorder.
It's
Every single person.
Yeah.
It's just that when it gets to the level of grief, huge grief, I've known people that have lost people and they've gone to the doctor. Instead of being diagnosed with grief, they're being diagnosed with BPD or borderline or bipolar, which are completely different conditions.
Yeah.
So I would say that everyone is walking around with it because we're living in such a stressful world, and people are being shocked all over the place to some extent, because you see with this condition, you know, the characters, and I do a show called How to Stay Sane in a Crazy World. And I talk about the martyr that we have inside of us. I talk about the whinger that we have inside of us. And I characterize them as with my acting. I always say, do you have a whinger that you know? Do you have someone who's a martyr?
Okay, I'm sorry to stop
Sorry.
you just there, but we
Okay.
need to go to another tune.
Okay, so it's just full blown. It gets out of control, and that's what this condition is.
Were you going to like this next song?
Thank you.
It's Madonna and
Okay.
Frozen.
Thank you. The thing though is, we're trying to build it up. I mean, we only did the video in June, and we're
Still
trying to
relatively
build.
early
Just
days,
really
yeah.
early
Yeah.
days. We believe that, you know, it's got such a catchy. It's just such a catchy song that, you know, at some.
Go on, then I'll be speaking.
Thank you. What we feel is that if we keep persevering with such a positive message, people need a positive message. And my book is coming out. As I say, I'm coming out in a book called Simply Amazing, with another 11 authors. So we're back. And
There's a lot of talking going on in the studio here. There's a lot of very high people at the moment. They're
not
very
high. We're not
Yeah,
high.
no, they're,
Just
they're
excited. It's a
excited.
difference.
They're pleased to
yeah.
be here. Yeah,
Very
for you.
pleased to be.
Very pleased, thank you.
If I could say something about the book, maybe,
Right, well,
the
'cause
story.
I know you've got to go in a minute because
Yeah.
you're running late already.
We've got to go
so
and microchip
I-
little Bobby. Bless him.
I don't want to. Don't want you to miss out on your vet's appointment.
No.
So.
But if I could just say that the story behind Not All Alone, which is basically my part of it, you know, the story of my recovery in a therapeutic community, and that people should know as much as possible about that, how it works on the inside, and what made me sick in the first place. And, you know, my story was an incredible awakening that I realized that children cannot be guilty for what happens to them. And children carry everything
you're
inside.
born innocent.
You're born innocent, and anything that horrible that happens to you, and this is to everyone, I love you so much. If you're carrying inside you, thinking that you couldn't be guilty as a child, it's the adults who did what they shouldn't do. And when I realized that, and I realized that my parents had been silly or stupid by sending me to the wrong person when I was a child, and what happened to me, I got complete inner peace. And I do believe that this book, please God, there's 11 wonderful authors in there with me. A lot to do with mental health issues, most of us, I think. There's a Holocaust survivor in it, and he's in his 90s.
Right,
And
so this book
is
coming
incredible.
out. Has it been published yet?
It's coming out the 1st of October. It's called Simply Amazing, and hopefully I'll be doing talks at Waterstone, because I'm the only English author. The rest are all in America.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's been created by Casey Armstrong of World Most Amazing People.
Right.
And I'm very, very proud to be involved in it, because some of the stories are, like I say,
So how many
a Holocaust
stories was there again
survivor.
in there?
11
stories,
authors, and I'm
11
one of
authors,
them.
And you're one of the 11.
It's an interview that Casey Armstrong did with me about why I got sick and what happened to me, and why I didn't go downhill when I was in a wheelchair. I created my TV station and decided to go out there and help more
Yes,
people.
again, because being in a wheelchair can be, especially if you suddenly find yourself in a wheelchair.
Overnight.
You're used to being
Overnight.
mobile, yes, overnight.
I just
And,
lost Dad. Family cut me off,
Yes.
and I could not do anything. I was stuck in a wheelchair for 4 months, and if that doesn't drive you completely crazy, if that doesn't really push you off the edge,
I'm bad
then
enough if it rains outside.
Yeah, I'm the same actually.
yeah.
I don't
yeah,
think there's
me
many
too.
people that do actually like being out in the rain.
And do you know what I did? Because we didn't have any neighbours that came in at all, and I'm sorry about the community, but I pushed the wheelchair outside and I went around the neighbourhood and introduced myself to
Right.
everyone and asked them to come in, because that's the kind of person I am.
So this book
I
is
believe
going
in
to
connecting.
be out in the book in all good bookstores.
Well, I have to. It will be coming out in America in a big way. They've got to sell 8,000 books, and if they sell 8,000 books, and there's 11 authors, then we all become New York bestsellers.
Right.
So my job is to sell it in England, and there will be an ISBN coming out soon. I'm waiting for it because obviously Waterstones, I think, are the biggest store here in the UK, but I'll be putting it around everywhere.
Is it Waterstones that's in Kirkcaldy? I can't remember what it
I
is.
don't know. I know.
I
that
think there is. I
around the
believe
country.
there is a Waterstones in
Yeah,
Kirkcaldy.
I
You might
think
have
it is,
actually
yes.
passed it when I've been walking up and down the
Yes,
street. Yeah.
But I'm not sure what's going to happen because the publishers are doing a lot in America, and Casey Armstrong's getting standing ovations when he talks about the book and
Yes.
what's in it. It's going to be the next Chicken Soup for the Soul. That's what we're hoping.
Right, so
It's
this
all
book,
positive
we're just trying to get
stories.
about where can we get this book when it comes out? Will it be
Oh, you'll have
available
to.
online or
Oh,
will it-
yeah. If you contact me, I'm going to give my email. It's Lauren with an E at movingontv.uk. That's the
Now-
best way to get in touch
Yeah,
with me.
now I will put your details on our Facebook page
Thank
as
you.
well, so that anybody wants to find out more about it or see yourself, and we'll put a link to
Yes,
your Facebook.
and the song. Everything's connected.
Right.
And yeah, if you want to support us, sponsor us, anything, we need people to help us to buy the link. If you want to be part of it, if you want to sing on the video, we'll add you on. Anybody, we're just looking to make this a huge positive noise,
Right.
so to speak,
We're also
in the
looking-
whole of,
Yeah, we're also
country.
eventually looking to do live performances as well, because as we mentioned earlier on, Lauren has just made some more amazing more songs anyway. So to add to our compilation list, we're actually encompassing about 3 or 4 more songs to
Yeah.
sort of make an album anyway.
All
So we
right.
will eventually be
Yeah.
doing some street performances as well. So
Yeah.
please
Okay.
come
We're
along, and we'd
recording.
love to.
We're recording Not All
See
Alone
us.
in a studio here in Kirkcaldy, isn't it?
Yes.
We're recording Remaining Broken Hearted, which is
Right.
our second rock number.
Very good.
And so we've
Thank
got, so please God, Sarah's Hope will be out there
Okay,
giving
well,
people
I'm
hope.
going to say thank you
Thank
for coming
you.
along,
Thank you
because I
so
know you've
much,
got
Mark.
to go.
Yeah, we've got to go and work
And
with you.
we will put that stuff on Facebook. We will put all that information on Facebook. our
Brilliant.
Facebook
And then
page.
you can send that to me and I will
And,
social media it everywhere.
And thank you very much for having us,
And,
Mark.
Thank you,
and-
Mark.
And thank you everyone for listening to us as well.
Thank you everyone on Facebook Live as well. Yeah, so you're doing this journey with us, so we're looking forward to when the book comes out, as I say. Thank you so much, Mark, and take care everyone. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye everyone. Thank you. So that's a signing off from Moving On TV. A wonderful interview here in Kirkcaldy.
Yes.
Looking forward to putting this on Moving On TV and sending it around. Lots of love.
There'll always be a
Sorry? Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye.
You're
Bye. Bye.
Can you put
Thank you. You say like it?
song.
Thank you very much.
But you're not
Thank you. Do you like it?
Yes, yes.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah,
What
so much.
Thank you so much. That's brilliant. Okay. Would you listen to it? You love it?
Oh, fucking tremendous.
You like it? What's your name?
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so
It
much.
needs to be promoted more, needs to be on the radio.
Oh, thank you.
They'll always be a part of you down inside. In the corners of my heart, and you're always on my mind. We were together.
Oh, lovely.
My daughter's studying to be a mental health nurse. So
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
she wants to do that. So
thank you.
she would-
All alone.